Hello and welcome to the Easy Speak Academy Pronunciation Workshop. This is Howard. In today's video, we will continue our deep dive into the Easy Speak phonetic alphabet. There is a lot to cover, so let's get started with the final part of this three-part series. Easy Speak alphabet, group E sound. So this particular group is the largest group. There are 9 letters that share the sound E, the vowel E in English. We'll be going through all of these. I just want to say we're looking at 9 out of the 26 letters. 35% of the English alphabet has at least half of its sound in the letter E. So this sound group contains B, C, D, E, G, P, T, V, and Z. What we'll do is we'll go through each sound, each letter, practice the sounds, and then have 6 practice words. The letter B. 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 Notice I'm taking a breath before I say the letter. B. 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 Being. 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 Now, I guess I have it here. Let me just share with you that in the Easy Speak notation, the ing ending, I treat it as a sound. While it's not an official sound in phonetic theory and all that, in practicality, it's a sound, it's an ending, it's a suffix that is used so frequently. Why not treat it and isolate it as such? So in my Easy Speak world, if I can say it that way, ing is treated with the respect that it is due. Believe. Believe. A lot of air, each of those sounds. Same here. Because. 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 Beach. 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 See how controlling of the air I was and how that's where you need to get. Beach. There's the B and there's the ch, and it requires air and strength and control. And that's what I want you to learn. But. Letter C, notice that I use the S to represent it. So here, let me say this. You've seen me substitute K for the letter C. Here now, I'm substituting the S as the letter C for pronunciation purposes. I'll tell you, sometimes I think we don't need the letter C because it could either be replaced by a K or, in this example, as an S. Spend enough time with this stuff and you begin to see things that you didn't see before. Practice words for the letter C. Notice I pronounce them using the S. Agency, agency, agency. Seal, seal, seal. Now, I'm giving you, it's the alphabet C, but it's the C sound that I want you to practice. Notice their S's. There aren't a lot of words that begin with the letter C as the alphabet sound C. I hope I'm not confusing you. Seam. So the effort here is for you to practice the sound of C. And that's, interestingly, you have all these S words. Seam, seam, seam. Seat, seat, seat. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Icy, icy, icy. Here the Y is treated as a suffix. That was to practice the sound of C, letter C, and interestingly, we use the letter S to do it. D, D, D. Practice words for the letter D. Idea, idea, idea. Indeed, indeed, indeed. And make sure you say the final letters. A lot of people cheat and they don't say the D, or they don't say a T and they make it a D. Say the last letter. Indeed, indeed. Windy, windy, windy. This is one of those words. Windy, windy. You could do windy or windy, which I've selected here. Same with body, body, body. Daddy, daddy, daddy. Adult, adult, adult. Here the D is used as a consonant. Letter E, 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 E. You need to stretch your face when you do this and have some fun. Very, very, very. Many, many, many. Could also be many, many. For our purposes of pronunciation, to get you going. Either way is fine. People will understand what you say. That's the goal. Refinement becomes a preference. And you'll treat it as an ending or you'll not. But the point is you will have isolated the sound. And that's what I want to convey to you the most. Here, here, here. Each, each, each. People, people, people. And here again the word idea, idea, idea. The letter G kind of sounds like a J. G, G, G. This is what it sounds like. Practice words for the letter G. Effigy, 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 effigy. Algae, algae, algae. Energy, energy, energy. People might say energy. Energy, I believe, is correct. Jeans, jeans. See how I shift a lot of air? Jeans. Kind of moving the air through my nostrils. It's kind of weird, but that's what you have to do. Jeep. A lot of air. Jeep. You exhaust all that extra air with the P. Jeep. And then jean. 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 Notice there's at least 3 different ways the G letter is used in this grouping. The letter P. 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 Full sound, full control, determination when you say it. That's what we want when you do this. Copy. 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 I'm breathing. I can feel it. Peak. 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 Happy. 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 Appeal. 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 This is another one of those different uses for the letter A. We'll discuss in more detail later. Impeach. 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 Equip. 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 Letter T. Tea. 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 Need a lot of air for this one because the T is a very strong sound. 80. 80. 80. Empty. There's a P there. Empty. empty. Unity. 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 Multi. 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 You may also see people say multi. Multi. Guilty. 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 Notice the G is a bit different in this word. Accept. 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 Tricky. Each sound deserves to be heard. The letter V. 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 Practice words for the letter V. Heavy. 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 I did it both ways. I don't know if you caught it. I did heavy. I did also heavy. Does it really make a difference? No. Don't get caught up. Don't create rules where there are none. I know that's hard for English. There's so many rules.